question 8, we have 3 to the power of 2x plus 3 to the power of x equals 90. I'm going to say, right, anywhere I see a 3 to the power of x, I'll rewrite it as y. Then I am going to rewrite this question. Well, if I have multiplication of powers, well then I can rewrite it as 3 to the power of x to be squared plus a 3 to the power of x equal, well, I'm going to bring over the 90, so minus 90 equals 0. And now I end up with a y squared plus a y minus 90 equals 0. That's a quadratic. It's a trinomial, most common way to continue in a question or finish a question. So see if you can factorize that, whether you take it to the side or whatever you do. You'd end up with y plus 10 is one factor and y minus 9 is the other. And we know that y then is minus 10 and y is equal to 9. So we have, anywhere we have a y, we can replace it back with 3 to the power of x. So 3 to the power of x is equal to minus 10 and 3 to the power of x is equal to 9. Now, if you want to, you could try your logs there, but you won't get any solution for that. And this one, you could also use logs, or you could just use your head. 3 to the power of what gives me 9? That means x is 2. That was part 1. Part 2, we have 5 to the power of 2x plus 2 times 5 to the power of x equals 35. Again, anywhere I see a 5 to the power of x, I'm going to replace with y. And when I do that, I need to rewrite this as 5 to the power of x to be squared plus 2 times 5 to the power of x. I'm going to bring over the 35. And that's y squared plus 2y minus 35 equals 0. Again, we have another trinomial. So whatever way you work that out, you should end up with your factors. Y plus 7 and y minus 5. And y is equal to minus 7 and y is equal to 5. And then we're replacing y with 5 to the power of x. To try and remember, they said solve for x. You can use logs here if you wanted, but you won't get any solution. I would try that out. Don't just believe me with that. And 5 to the power of x is 5. Again, you could use logs if you wanted, if you knew what they were and how to do it. But I know that off the top of my head is 1. Part 3. So anywhere I see a 2 to the power of x, I'm going to write it as y, but I need to work with this first. So I have addition, which means if I have addition in my indices, I can rewrite it as multiplication. So that's 2 times 2 to the power of 2x. Well, 2 to the power of 2x can be rewritten as 2 to the power of x to be squared times a 2. So we can put the 2 in the front or after, it doesn't matter. Minus 15, 2 to the x, minus 8 equals 0. Anywhere I have a 2 to the power of x, I'm replacing it with y. Remember, I need to tell them that so that they know I'm not just changing the question. I'm going to sub in for y, and then in a few minutes I'll sub back out. Okay, so off you go, factorize that. Just press pause at any stage if you need to slow down what I'm doing. 2y into y minus 8 plus 1 into y minus 8. One factor is y minus 8, and the other one is 2y plus 1, which means y is equal to 8 and y is equal to minus a half. They didn't ask me to solve for y, they asked me to solve for x. So I'll replace that back in. Again, you could use your head, or if you want to be absolutely sure you knew how to use logs, you could check them out. Oh yeah, I'm just going to use my head here. X is 3. 2 to the power what gives me 8? 2 to the power 3. Part 4, we have 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 plus 26 times 3 to the power of x minus 9 equals 0. Anywhere I see a 3 to the power of x, I'll replace it with y, but before I do that, I'm going to work with this here, and my indices, again, I have a plus in my powers, so that can be written as 3 to the power of 2x by 3 to the power of 1. Again, I can rewrite this as 3 to the power of x to be squared times the 3 to the power of 1. It doesn't matter if you put the 3 before or after, I just prefer writing it in the front. Plus the 26, 3 to the power of x minus 9 equals 0. And I'm telling them now that I'm going to replace 3 to the power of x with a y. I'm going to sub it in, and then in a few minutes I'll sub it back out. So that's 3y squared plus 26y minus 9 equals 0. Again, off you go and split it out, or whatever way you do it, whether it's the box method. We should all end up with the same factors. Y plus 9 is one factor, and 3y minus 1 is the other. So y is equal to 9, and y is equal to a third. Again, they didn't ask me to solve for y, they asked me to solve for x, so I'll throw back in 3 to the power of x is equal to 9, and 3 to the power of something is equal to a third. I would definitely know that off the top of my head. Oh, sorry, that's a minus 9, which I actually don't get any solution for. So 3 to the power of what gives me minus 9? No, don't get any solution for that. Apologies. And 3 to the power of what gives me a third? Again, if you know what your logs are, fine. If not, maybe go to your indices in your log tables, and you'd realise that's 3 to the power of 1, and that means that x is a minus 1.